Before MOVE Daytona, I had not been to church in almost 10 years.
Before coming to MOVE Daytona, it was about a year since I've been to church.
Prior to coming to MOVE Daytona, I hadn't been to church. It's probably been about 8 or so years.
I was invited here for a friend 3 years ago.
And we've been coming to MOVE Daytona for about a full year now, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I grew up in church, but I probably haven't gone consistently for the past 10 years or so.
It's been probably 25 years since I was last at church.
I was so lost before I came.
Before coming to MOVE Daytona, I don't think I'd been to church in probably 10 years, like since I was really little, probably.
Before coming to MOVE Daytona, our family really never had a church to go to.
This is my 1-year anniversary at MOVE Daytona.
Before I came here, I hadn't been to church in a few months.
Before arriving and finding MOVE Daytona, I hadn't been to church in 3 years since we moved to this area.
So Ian and I, for the latter part of a year, have been going from church to church, looking for our forever home.
So we've been coming to MOVE Daytona since about 2020 when COVID hit. We stopped going to our regular church when it shut down.
I went to church with my family, and I haven't been in a church in a couple, maybe decades. Back in 2003, Polly and I had planted a church from scratch, and we pastored that for 15 years. Somewhere around 2011, I started doing CrossFit. And then probably around 2015, God combined our heart for people who were out of church and our heart for people who love fitness together, and we started a ministry from that.
Yeah. I was actually in a transition in my life, and I needed new people in my life, and MOVE Daytona brought those people to me.
Fitness and faith mix so well.
The community here is like no other community I've ever felt. Every time Polly and Kelly speak, or anyone who speaks, it feels like that message was meant for you that day. God has really moved in my life, giving me a sense of community, being around wonderful people who love the Lord.
My wife does CrossFit, the kids have got something going on, and it's always been this thing that is something that we can do collectively as a family.
Our mission at MOVE Daytona is so simple. It is just to move people to Jesus. We believe that Jesus is the answer for any problem. And so it's simple. We exist to move people to Jesus.